How's it going, guys? Ghost Rob here, and welcome to a brand new mini-series that I am going to be calling How to Retake Like a Pro, alright? This is going to have everything you need to retake every site on every map, alright? This is episode 1, and we are on Ancient. Without further ado, live Ghost Rob, take it away. Thank you, intro Rob. Let's get into the video. Today's map is Ancient, alright? Let's start with the A-bomb site. So basically, anytime you have lost the A-bomb site, there's a 90% chance that CT is smoked. Don't worry, because this is actually going to help you out a little bit. If you stand right here in this corner in CT spawn, you can look at this dark spot and jump throw a smoke. You are covered by the CT smoke, and this is going to smoke off a main perfectly. Now, from the same position that you threw the smoke from, you are going to aim to the left of this base of the plant, take 2 steps, and jump throw. That Molotov is going to pop behind Brokey, alright? This is going to be important in just a second. From the exact same position here, you can aim in between these 2 circles at the top and jump throw a flashbang, alright? So now that flashbang is actually going to be your god flash for the A site. It's going to pop on top of this building. It's not going to blind anyone cresting CT. It's not going to blind anyone coming out of Donut. And it's not going to blind anyone coming out of Temple, all right? But that is going to blind every single position, looking at every single position. Now, you might be asking to yourself, Ghost Rob, why is that molly so good, all right? Especially if CT is smoked off. What am I going to do with this information? It's because it's going to push out anyone from behind Brokey into fighting your Temple teammates, all right? And if they're not fighting, then they're going to be running back to A main that you just smoked while CT smoke might be fading, all right? This is going to be a perfect way to clear out a player post-planting here, and especially coupled with those flashbangs up top. This guy is going to be mollied and full blinded, and your Temple players are going to be able to run out and kill them all. An additional piece of utility is you can go right here on this wall, and you can find this leaf and go to the right where it meets this wall and left click a smoke. That is going to completely smoke off Donut entirely from cover, all right? Remember this if you think they are post-planted towards Donut. Now, you might have thought that was just about everything, right? We have a main smoked off. We could smoke off Donut. Brokey is going to get mollied with flashes. But we are indeed forgetting about the boost players. These guys aren't going to get blind by those flashes. How are we going to deal with them? Well, if you get into this corner of CT spawn and you find this gray brick and go down to this thick line, you can actually take 1 step jump throw and it will molly all of them. Now, when I say 1 step, what I really mean is the first step you hear. I'm going to shut up in a second, and when you hear the first footstep, that's when you jump throw. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to actually perfectly molly and spread the entirety of boost, all right? That is going to entirely ruin their post plant. So this leads you with some options now, all right? You could smoke off a main and you could fight out of Temple, or you could smoke off Donut and fight out of CT. Now, the util is going to differ between the two. If you want to fight out of Temple and CT is smoked, you can throw this smoke and this molly coupled with these flashes for your teammates. If you want to maybe take the fight outside, you can then instead throw this smoke, run over real quick and throw this molly, and then you can flash for your teammates this way. Now let's go and retake the B site. So typically, the B site being taken, short will be smoked, and the T's will try and fight for long, while the remainder of them post-plant, alright? So the first step is really simple. If the T's are fighting long, and your teammate is about to run up endgame, you can just throw a flashbang anywhere up here to the left, alright? Now, make sure you still tell your teammate, but if he's cresting endgame box as you throw those flashes, he will not be blind, and it will blind anyone who is sitting right here getting ready to swing. Now, let's say you're in a 3v2, and you have your teammate who has successfully cleared the beginning of long. you can now retake the entire site from this corner right here. You have two options for smokes, all right? The first option is you can find the gap in between these plants, and you can follow this brick up to where there is a circle in this one. You can look directly on that and middle click jump throw a smoke. That is going to perfectly smoke off cave. Option B, if you are very worried about ramp, you can look at this slanted brick in the middle and do a normal left click jump throw, all right? That smoke is going to bounce off of the top here, and it's actually going to perfectly spread to where it covers this little gap right here. Now, we start to spice things up a little bit. You can find this mossy brick up here, aim where the two connect at the top, and left click throw a molly. That is going to bank off and perfectly molly right behind pillar. That's going to force the person planting to either run back and peek long, come back here, and get exposed to short. Basically, it is going to mess up his whole rhythm. And then you time this with the best god flashes possibly in the game. You are going to find this crack in the brick right here, and you're going to aim at this peak specifically. And left click throw a flashbang. Now, that flash is actually going to pop behind the pillar, and it will not blind your teammates coming out long. That is also going to blind everybody on site, all right? This person's going to be mollied off and pushed back here. He's going to get full blind. Anyone ramp, they're going to get full blind. You're only going to really have to worry about someone in cave, but even then, if they are holding this angle, they are blind. So let's see what it's going to look like a little bit paced up, all right? You're going to have one teammate cover for you long. Okay, there's no one here. We're going to find this brick and middle click jump throw. We are going to left click a molly here and then start saying, hey guys, I'm flashing, peek long. And you're going to go out, you're going to kill this guy, and these guys are going to be blind. Or maybe you want to go ahead and fight the person in cave. You're going to throw this. Wait a second for that to pop. Molly now. Flash now. And your teammates are going to be able to come out, kill anyone back site, and then you can put your full attention into cave, all right? And if two of you are coming up, or three, if you have any spare mollies, this is where you would want to throw them, all right? This is going to be the best retake for B site. And there it is. You can now call yourself a pro at retaking on Ancient, all right? Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way through to the end. Please go down below, comment what map you want to see next, and while you're down there, go ahead, give that video a like, and come on, hit the subscribe button. It's free. With all that being said, I've been Ghost Rob, and I will see you guys in the next episode.